rose up, I saw fear, I saw tears, got hunted like deer, 400 years. Remember the ways that made me a slave, still feel the boat rocking. All these hours, no clocking, hard hand, soft cotton. Whoa, what you mean? Well, John 3:16, heal of the world. I feel like Kumo D, cause I go to work, shackles on me. How do I breathe? How do I see? Who can I be? What am my identity? Lord, please heal me. Last I checked, scriptures say we next. Pay my debt, then it's boots on necks. When we flex, we want their respect. What you expect? God said we the elect, set me free.
Set me free, yeah, come and set me free, yeah. Time to crown my king, come and bow the knee, yeah. I've been groping like the blind, but now I see, yeah. All my people been released, you believe, yeah. This the return to God, you better stand on your feet. Ruling this earth with a rod, no they can never defeat us. Black boots on the grind, set this place on fire. Burn it down, 100 million degrees. Last time I checked, you ain't paid all your debts. My people oppressed, but God said we got next. We get our respect when we got boots on your neck. Y'all better rise up, the bishop on deck. Your hands salute, Most High Christ bless. Then face the land and pray for the leg. We is the chosen. You can go and check the text. Yeah, we is boasting. Call it spiritual flex. What you mean? Well, John 3:16. Heal of the world. I feel like Kumo D, cause I gotta work. Shackles on me. How do I breathe and how do I see? Who can I be? Let's go. First woe, second woe, third woe coming soon. Yeah. I see the nations turning to ashes. Somebody pass me a broom. I see the angels like what's cracking. This be the day you doom. Second Esdras, chapter 7. God got things to do. God got things to prove. Show exactly who he is. You shouldn't mess with his kids. He just get battered and bruised. Then we gon' reign and I need a chain. We make them follow the rules. And if they don't like it, then off with his head. It's time that we put him to bed. I got time today. Israel, we gon' shine today. Celestial body, no super saiyan. I'm in my prime today. I need the kingdom, yeah, I really need it. And I gotta find a way to get through them gates. Salute Uriel like it's finally time to play. Hey, switch up. Now back to the matter at hand. See, yes, my Redeemer, he living. And he would not meet as a man. See, I built my house on a rock. And y'all said it building on sand. So when Armageddon pop off, Sunday boom, knock the socks off. Breaking the seal, locks off. 17 nations get cropped off. This is the third woe. Last time before the world blow. Repentance open, better take hold. Take heed or you gon' bleed. The glory pertain if we take a seed. So when you see us, take a knee. As I save it, crown the king. First woe, second woe. Third woe coming soon. I see the nations turning to ashes. Somebody pass me a broom. I see the angels like what's cracking. This be the day you doom. Second Esdras, chapter 7. God got things to do. God got things to prove. Show exactly who he is. You shouldn't mess with his kids. He just get battered and bruised. Then we gon' reign and I need a chain. We make them follow the rules. And if they don't like it, then off with his head. It's time that we put him to bed.
Waking my people up so the highest can lay all these heathens down. All these matches they cleaving to clean the grounds. But the stick with the word, watch the demon drown. We was built for the woe, battle axe. Ready when he say go handle that. See the light on the hill where your candle at. Babylon about to fall, you can scramble that. Cracking his head like it's an egg. He eating destruction for breakfast. Give him a noose and call it a necklace. Knock out his teeth up for thinking so reckless. Yeah, that's righteous indignation. For they perpetual hatred. Keep these laws because they sacred. And I wanna rise so I can break these nations. Talking to the gods of the earth. Had to plan it first, then we taking it back. It ain't the time to relax. Come with a doctrine, you better retract. Get your act right or we gotta react. Better come correct. We don't do it for checks. Do it cause we got next. Christ coming with the muscle, that's a flex.
First woe, second woe, third woe coming soon. I see the nations turning to ashes. Somebody pass me a broom. I see the angels like what's cracking. This be the day you doom. Second Esdras, chapter 7. God got things to do. God got things to prove. So exactly who he is. Used to mess with his kids. He just get better than bruised. Then we gon' rain and I need a chain. We make them follow the rules. And if they don't like it, then off with his head. It's time that we put him to bed.
1,000 years. You are not none of my peers. They know that they dying and I see them crying and I need 1,000 tears. Step by step. I'm on 1,000 tier. That biblical fire, you getting washed and you cannot try over here. They over hating, but they really loving his black skin. You grieving his wolves is packed in, and I'm with 100 like Acts 10. Stop reaching for things that you can't explain. What you can't explain don't.
Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my right,
Captain Tobias
to my left,
Captain Severus,
and to his left,
Officer Daniel.
to his left,
Officer Azaniah.
and to his left,
Officer Pagiel.
and last but not least,
Officer Micah.
and we make up Four Corners News. That's right. Thanks for tuning in to Four Corners News, man. We're going to get into the FCS special. Where every end of the month we go over specific topics and bring them out of the Bible, man. Let's get into what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about you can't blame God, all right? We can't blame God for these broken homes that we got, what we do so much. And we try to put the blame on everyone else but our own actions as a people. So we're going to get into it, go through a few things here, and edify the people about this. Let's pull up at first article that we got where we can't blame God on, because it happens too much. Let's zoom in on that if we can. Let's read that paragraph over there to the left about all these fatherless homes in the black community. Let's read that.
According to an OPED in America First policy, 64% of black children in the United States grow up in single-parent homes.
Yep, that's where we are today, and it didn't used to be that way. It in our lowest estate, or when we was facing more oppression, it was less than that. We actually banded together as a people, but we do not do those things anymore. Keep reading.
Which is the highest rate in the world.
In the what?
In the world.
Sheesh, that's bad.
Versus.
That means that Palestinians that getting bombs dropped on them stick together more than we do.
Damn.
More than us with central air conditioning.
Damn.
Ukraine, the war in Ukraine, all the fighting back and forth with Russia, through all that,
Everybody
they
together.
stick together.
Stick together. Keep going.
In 2022, there were about 4.15 billion black families.
That's million.
4.15 million black families in the U.S. with a single mother, which is an increase from 1990, when there were about 3.4 million.
All right, keep reading.
Fatherlessness is linked to negative outcome in many aspects of a child.
We're going to go over that too, man. We are going to go over that about how it's linked to so much negative outcomes in people's life. Here's one for you. Give me that in the book of Isaiah and chapter 3. Isaiah 3, and I think it's verse 12 that I want. Let's see.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
So that's one of the problems. So children are our oppressors. Keep reading.
And women rule over them.
So when kids are supposed to be at their best enjoying childhood, they turn to violence because there's nobody to curb those thoughts that they have, and they turn to violence and become oppressors of their own community.
Damn.
We see these things, especially in these bigger cities like Miami and Philadelphia, New York. A lot of they hang out on the street corners. They cause a lot of the crime. In California, they break in and steal things. Because what's the law in Carolina now? $900. I mean, in California, $900. Yeah, that you can't lock them up. You gotta let them go. Wow. What is a young kid gonna do? He's going to oppress the people that are around him. Is that it on that verse?
Sir, oh my people, They which lead thee cause thee to err.
They which lead thee cause thee to err. Let's go back to the article on that about fatherless. What's that?
Verse 5. Read verse 5.
Come on, man. This is class. We got 2.5 hours. Bro.
All right, read.
Verse 5. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
So the child shall behave himself proudly against the older people, the parents, the grandparents, the older of our community. They breaking in their houses, they pushing them down, they stealing stuff from them. They target them more than somebody that is well-bodied or well-able. They'll target a older person knowing that they can't move around as much, right? That wasn't like that when we was young. Hell, we said curse words loud enough in a grown or older person. We were like, oh, I'm sorry. We apologize. Now,
Disrespectful. Yeah. It's biblical. It is biblical. It's linked to many negative aspects of a child's life. And it was never meant to be that way. Give me that in the Psalm 78. Look at this. Psalms chapter 78. And let's read verse 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78, and verse
1.
And verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the word of my mouth.
Now, that's how our life is supposed to be lived. Ever since we were established as a nation and his chosen people, he gave us a law to live our life by.
right.
Keep reading.
Verse 2. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us.
Who had told us?
Our fathers have told
If
us.
there is fatherlessness in the house, what happens is linked to negative outcomes in a child's life. The father is supposed to be there to tell them of what it say in verse 2. Read verse 2 again.
I will open my mouth in a parable, and I will utter dark sayings of old.
That father needs to be there to put the children up on, the son up on game. Basically, how to move in the streets, how to carry yourself, things of that nature. Read that again, verse 3.
Verse 3, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us.
Our fathers have told us these things. Let's go back to the article. We're going to dive deep into this and pull up the rug out from us black men and make excuses for why we ain't in our child's life. Let's read that second paragraph again.
Fatherlessness is linked to negative outcomes in many aspects of a child's life. For example, children from fatherless homes are 25% more likely to live in poverty.
Go ahead.
And 90% of homelessness and runaway children do not have a father.
Go ahead, man.
They may also be more likely to experience emotional problems like anxiety and depression, and may feel like they are worth less than other children.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
You know why? Because remember, in a father, that child is looking on how that father deals with those different situations. When he's angry, what is the reaction of that father? Does he show temperance? Is he patient? Right? All these attributes is being absorbed by that son. And if he don't see it, who's going to be his next person? Television, that woman that's in the house, okay, that single mother. He's going to absorb that attributes of that mother or the thugs in the streets.
Hey, Cap, even at the school, when they have Father's Day, and all the kids bring their own father and look at you. You don't bring your father, and they feel ashamed.
And
Feel neglected.
Graduations and stuff, too.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
And Cap, that's a heavy point that you said. You said they absorb the nature of the woman. Because remember, when we look at in the beginning of time, the reason why we fell is because we listened to a woman. Now, if the kid is following after the same footsteps as the woman, it's destruction right there.
Hey, pull that last video up that I just sent over. Right, it goes right in line with this article is talking about. All right, because we don't talk about this a lot. Mama is whatever, we love our mamas, but statistics show there's a fatal flaw to the black community by having a mother-run family. Because it was never how God created it to be. Play that. Get the volume.
Less likely they are to commit
Run it
crime.
back. Let's have your stuff ready before we do all that, man.
Turn the music
Always
off,
have
too.
the sound ready.
Turn the music up. We ain't got no music.
Justice system. Okay, another way to say that is
Is it
men and women who are incarcerated. A child has to interact with biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes. Now, here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool, and I don't really say this eloquently. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. So if we want to keep children, adults, out of prison, mother, father, or just father. Well, we don't want to hear just father, so let's try to keep the families intact. More opportunities a child has.
That's it.
That's it.
Very good.
That's it right there. Go back to that article and see what it said right there. That paragraph that was reading about the statistics. Read that again.
Okay.
Just start at 90%.
90% of homelessness and runaway children do not have a father. They may also be more likely to experience emotional problems like anxiety and depression, and may feel like they are worth less than other children.
And keep reading.
Other challenges include being more likely to use drugs, becoming teen parents, getting involved with the criminal justice system.
That's exactly what we just saw in that video.
So it behooves you, mothers and women, listen, do not push that man to the curb. Do not teach that child that you don't need a daddy. Do not have that on your mind that kids are okay with just the mother or without the father, right? Don't put that into their minds for them to grow up with that generational curse that have destroyed us from the inside out, where the criminal justice system is full of us raised by only mothers.
Yep, exactly right. That means get married. Basically, get married.
Get married.
Now, it's a link. You see it right there to the right of that paragraph where it says less poverty, right? Let's right-click on that, open that in another tab. Right-click, open in another tab. That's all. There you go. And let's go straight to that one. All right? It pops up right next to it. All you got to do is click over. Come on.
That's over.
There you go. I be on computers all the time. That's it. Look how easy that thing is. Y'all ain't got to make it hard with all that other stuff, man.
Got an IT from at the table, Cap.
Yeah, right. Let's read that, man. Look what happens. Father's in the house. Read that.
Children who grow up in a household with
No, we got an actual title on there, right?
Less poverty, less prison, more college.
That's what happens right there. Less poverty. What's going on back here, y'all? We got somebody learning on the damn job?
Don't switch it.
With the size, man.
Come on, man. Read that again.
Less poverty, less prison, more college. What two parents mean for black and white children.
All right, we ain't worried about them Esau.
Right.
What about us? Let's see what happens with us. Let's scroll down. And let's read that first paragraph.
Children who grow up in a household with only one biological parent are worse off, on average, than children who grow up in a household with both of their biological parents, regardless of the parent's race or educational background.
So how much worse is it for us when we don't have both parents in the household? We know that we already are under the curses of God for our disobedience. So when we don't have the two parents that God had ordained it to be attended from the beginning, we will suffer way more than the other races will. Get that in Leviticus. Watch this. It's proof of it. This is why we can't go after our own desires. Leviticus chapter 27. Yeah, let's read that. Do I want 26 and 26 and let's do 17, 18.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 27 and verse 17.
Jump up to verse 14. Let's jump from there. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And when a man shall sanctify his house to be holy
26 and 14.
26, excuse me. Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14. But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments.
So the stipulation of the contract is to do the commandments.
That's
Jump down
right.
now to verse 17.
Verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursue it. And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me.
That means to keep the commandments. Go ahead.
Then will I punish you 7 times more for your sins.
So us having a single parent household is 7 times worse than any other race.
Damn.
It ain't just one time, 2 times. Oh, a little bit worse. No, it's 7 times worse when we don't have 2-parent households. When the man especially is not in the household. Now go back to that article. I'm going to read the bullet points that are over there to the far right of it. Let's go back. Now read those bullet points that are to the right in the gray.
Children are significantly more likely to avoid poverty in prison and to graduate from college if they are raised in an intact 2-parent family.
So we need that. If we want to change or have better education and change our finance outcome, that's why I let you know that all the money that we got, as soon as we get it as a people, it's wasted. Because one thing about college, you might not learn nothing in college. I'm going to be the first to say that. I went there and didn't learn nothing. Not there, nada. I just did what I had to do to pass. That you know what college teaches you how to do? It teaches you how to critically think, to think critically, because you got to do what? You got to write papers all the time. And you can't keep turning in high school, 11th grade, 12th grade, 10th grade level papers.
Right.
It got to up the more you're sophomore, it got to be on this level, junior on this level, senior on this level. They don't just pass you straight through in college like they would in high school. Right. So what it teaches you to do, to think critically about what you actually put in the paper, because it's going to get graded and sent back to you.
Right. I remember them 30-page, 25-page papers.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the first time I had to get a tutor. I was like, listen, man, meet me in the library. I'm trying to pass this biology class. Come on.
Paper. Due next week. And it better be good. You got to think critically. So college will teach you to do that. So if you want the financial situation of black folk to change, it won't change until we start thinking critically, right? Keep reading. The next one. Go ahead.
From poverty to college graduation to incarceration, black children and young adults from 2-parent families are more likely to be flourishing than their white peers from single-parent families.
Man, go ahead. Let's read the next one.
On average, black young adults from families headed by their mother and father are more likely to be flourishing educationally than black young adults from non-intact homes.
There we go. So those are the key bullet points for that. Let's go back to the article that we had or what we was talking about. I don't need all that, man. Take all that stuff off, man. This is a special. Pay attention, y'all. All right, let's go down to the next paragraph on that. Or is that it on it? That's it? Okay. All right, cool. All praise to the Most High. So let's go to that next one there that we got. Now look what this, he's like a senator, I believe he is. He wrote an article for the New York Post, but he's seen the plight of his people, and he spoke out against children not having fathers at home and how it affected him. And he recalls how he grew up in the 60s, the hardships that he had to overcome and how they could have been avoided. Let's read that. Pull that article up.
The New York Post. Black kids deserve better than fatherless homes and low expectations.
Read that again for the people. Hey, y'all, we don't need none of that stuff, y'all. Pay attention. Special. Go ahead.
Black kids deserve better than fatherless homes and low expectations.
Now watch this, what he says about why we deserve better than fatherless homes and low expectations. Because that's what a lot of the kids aim. Just they have low expectations. We don't really have a vision to aim for, so we aim low. What is that aiming low? Rappers, NFL players, NBA, OnlyFans, IG, Instagram models, because we lack that self-esteem to aim high. Now look what he says in that first paragraph. I believe it is. Let's go down to it. Let's read that. Listen to this. Go ahead.
Today, more black Americans are more likely to enter a church to attend a funeral than they are to celebrate a wedding.
Read that again for the people. Michael, fix your collar. Go ahead.
Today, more black Americans are more likely to enter a church to attend a funeral than they are to celebrate a wedding.
That's real talk. It's how many people have we known that ain't been to maybe one wedding in their lifetime?
Most people haven't.
Yeah, most people ain't been to one.
And they get the one to be awkward because they don't know what to do.
Yep. Give me that in Hebrews 13:4. Reason why we ain't been able to show up to weddings and we go to more funerals is because we have not been taught this, because we ain't seen this. Read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
Now, here's the thing about it. When it comes to marriage, what is the saying that's floating around the internet about the opposite sex? Man control what? Marriage. Women control sex. Right?
Yeah.
Now we understand why it ain't too many of our people that go to weddings, because man ain't getting married. They not honoring marriage to take on a wife. So we jump offs and thoughts and this and that over there and strings attached, and we cool and we friends with benefits. Man ain't getting married no more. And yeah, we keep making excuses. These women is wild out here. Well, damn it, find a good one.
How about that?
I know it's some women out there won't get married. It ain't all of them like that. A lot of them are. But all of them ain't like that. We can't use that excuse that we ran across a few and now all of them's like this.
It's where you picking them at.
Right.
You in the club. You
There
in
you
the
go.
strip looking for a wife. Come on.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, because we
point.
outnumber. We outnumbered by women, so you can't tell me that you can't find
Right. Good point.
Right.
Good point. Let's go back to that article.
Stop picking the ones that's twerking.
Right. Go ahead.
Today, more black Americans are more likely to enter a church to attend a funeral than they are to celebrate a wedding. We are a community in crisis.
And we need to acknowledge that as black folk.
Yeah,
Get that in what is that, Proverbs 28? We try to be in denial about that. And most of us grew up from, even in the times of the 80s and the 90s growing up, most of us had broken homes, man. Daddy lived over there. We had another brother or sister over there. I know how Levi get down. Y'all got family over here, and your daddy got a whole other family in Haiti.
yeah.
Damn. So it just wasn't Judah. We all jacked. You got Benji over there. They got kids in Jamaica. Got kids over here. They was sleeping with women over
At the
here.
parties,
and
yeah.
they've been married
Bacchanal.
2-3 times.
Benji body slamming sisters at Bacchanal.
Right.
Yeah, this dude crazy.
Read that script.
The book of Proverbs, chapter
28. I first think it's 13, ain't it? About excuses.
Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Uh-huh.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy.
We ain't did this as a nation of people.
No.
We have not confessed to the Lord our God that we are a community in crisis. With one particular thing, go back to the article and look what it says right after it. We are a community in crisis.
With fatherless homes.
We have not admitted that as a people.
Hey, Cap,
Yeah.
very heavy point that you made. Well, we celebrate death more than we celebrate life.
Yeah.
The death
Good point.
is us going to funerals. The life is a nation that's coming together.
Right. Marriage.
That's a family building. That's
Yeah.
That's what the nation started, in marriage.
We have not acknowledged that fact before God, that we are a community in crisis with fatherless homes and kids everywhere, and ain't no daddies in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cap, I was gonna say a lot of times, and even in both parties, when it comes to the brothers and the sisters, they don't know when you remove that factor from the household. Talk about the man, you remove what God instituted for order.
Yeah.
Right.
If I can get a script.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go to Genesis chapter 18 and read verse 19 real quick. 18, read Genesis chapter 18 and verse 19. God, remember, everything that God made, he made for a purpose. A lot of you sisters and brothers, y'all don't know that the brother's purpose God instituted was order in the house. I'm gonna prove it. Genesis chapter 18, read verse 19.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the law of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him.
So God says he know Abraham that he would command his house. Give me that definition real quick. It's at the bottom of the lineup. Command. What's that definition mean?
Just pull up Google, man. Let's just pull it up. We do it
it up.
live.
Let's
man.
pull it up.
Just type in command.
Pull
definition.
up Google so we can all see it. Pull it up for us. There we go. Command definition. There we go.
Get the Merriam. Scroll down. Scroll down, man. Scroll down, man. Scroll down. Merriam,
There
right
we go.
Read that first.
Command, number 1, to direct authoritatively.
Woo!
Man.
Man.
That's what a man is, Cat.
Order.
Authoritatively. That's right. Order. Read the bottom, the last one.
Order. Go ahead.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, go scroll down.
Definition 2.
No. Scroll.
I like 2 though, man. Let's read 2 real quick. Go back up.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Definition 2. To exercise a dominating influence over.
Read on.
Damn right.
Have command of, such as.
That's good, man. I like it. Go ahead, officer. That's good stuff.
Read 3.
Definition 3. To order or request to be given.
There you go. It says to order. So God said when he set up Abraham and he trusted in what the office he gave him was over his house, he said he knew that he was going to order it.
Man, that's heavy right there, man. That's good stuff. Now that puts a whole new light on Abraham, where Christianity just puts him in a light of, oh, faith. No, Abraham laid down the damn law in his house. He said order in that thing. He don't get the servants. What did it say? It said he gonna command his children, his household after him. That's the wife. That's everybody that walked through these front doors. He was gonna make sure they did what? Give me that in Genesis 26:5. This is the order that Abraham made sure went on in his house. That's why he's so great and written about all through the Bible. And God wanted us to live up to the order and the faith that he had. Read that.
Genesis chapter 26 and verse 5. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws.
So Abraham wasn't letting nobody live out there. You make up your own decision. You do what you want to do. You feel like wearing pants today as a woman? Go ahead. You do that. You don't want to keep the Sabbath day holy? Okay, all right. Maybe that wasn't going down with Abraham. Nope. So that's what a man is
happy
for.
Wife, happy life.
No, it wasn't none of that. A man is set up to keep the order. Go ahead, officer.
There was so much order that when he told Isaac, let's go, Isaac just went.
Yeah, he said, where are we going? Okay, I'm rolling with you.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly right. Let's go back to that article and scroll up some, y'all. Ain't nobody. Yeah, stay with us. Go ahead. Let's read that again.
Today, more Black Americans are more likely to enter a church to attend a funeral than they are to celebrate a wedding. We are a community in crisis with fatherless homes, near non-existent marriages.
Near non-existent marriage rates. Woo. Go ahead.
And spiraling black-on-black crime challenging us to the core.
He's not lying. He is dead on telling the truth with what he's saying. Then he gives his little synopsis of how he grew up, right? Let's scroll down a little bit further on that, right below the picture. So that's him right there where he is now. He's a sinner. He came up from poverty. He overcame the things that he did, but we shouldn't have to experience that as the people of God, right? Keep going down.
By the grace of God, I escaped that life, got an education, married, and raised 5 children.
So what did he do? Like we always say in the Black community, he broke a generational curse. Right. And what did it start with? It started with the man. It didn't. We're not going to break generational curses with building up the Black woman and giving her more education and empowering her. Hear me roar. Right. That's not going to break generational curse. That's going to keep us in one.
Right. You know, because you know what that's going to do, right? When a man makes money, he knows for sure he's going to lose it for his family. Right. He's going to pay the bills. But when a woman gets money, it's her money.
It's her money.
Right. It's her money. Yeah. A man builds wealth to supply for a family. A woman builds wealth to separate from one.
Damn.
Right? And you see it in our community. Say we're a community in crisis because when you go to on a Saturday, or when you used to go to the Saturday, go to the Little League fields, who do you see all out there? Black single women hoping that their sons make it into the league and all this other stuff. When 1 in 1 million, 0.5% makes it into the league. You know, it's only 57 spots on the NFL team, and it's millions of football players that play every year. It's how many teams in the league? 12, something like that. 12,
30 or something.
30, might be 30.
Maybe
57 per team, and it's millions of football players. Who you think pushing them to go out there and play football? All because black single women. Why? Because a father say, listen, you got 1% to make it into the league. How about we go into STEM?
That's what he's supposed to tell.
That's what he's supposed to. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So the reality of making sound decisions typically and should fall on the husband. The wife or the mother might go with the emotional one and want the glitz and the glamour of NFL, but they only 57 people make it on the team.
Go back to that article real quick. Let's go back to it because we got some stuff we're going to read. Go back to that article and scroll down to the black family section. Right there. Look what he says.
Black families were stronger during the worst periods of American history than they are today. Since 1968, there has been a 4-fold increase in the number of unmarried parents.
Man, you know what that's telling us right there? 1968. We know what the stuff happened, right? That was during the civil rights. That's when we got the Voters' Right Acts. We got integrated into the white man society.
Amazing.
It destroyed the black man family. That's why God told us always to do what? Go to the book of Nehemiah. This is why we got to come back to God, especially as man. We ain't talking about that watered down Christianity stuff, man. No, we got to come back to the truth of God as it is written and apply it to our life. Nehemiah, let me see if I want Nehemiah chapter, bear with me here, left side, and Nehemiah chapter 12, I believe it is. Is that what it is? Bear with me here, y'all. It's when we got our mind right. Let me see. Chapter 9, verse 2. Yep. 9, verse 2. Just verse 2 for the sake of time. Go ahead.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and verse 2. And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all the strangers and stood and confessed their sins and the iniquities of their fathers.
So what do we do when we was at our strongest, when we was rebuilding ourselves as a nation? We stood up. It says the seed of Israel separated themselves from all the strangers. That don't mean all the strangers magically disappeared off the earth and it was only Israelites on the world at that time. That ain't what it did. They were still all around us. But what did we do? We band together and we rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem in 52 days. Nehemiah did that. That's the same thing that we have to do today because we've been, as it says here, it's a 4-fold increase in the number of unmarried parents. Integration, for all its good that is done, it's actually destroyed us as a people. Right. Families are no more intact anymore. Kids are running wild as a people, as a young age group around here. Go back to the article and let's read on in that. Go ahead.
Before you go, jump over to 13 and verse 25 and 26.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13 and verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons.
So he said that interracial marriage is not great. It's a sin, actually. Read.
Or for yourselves.
Read.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
It's a sin. It's a sin to interracially marriage. It's a sin to go into the other nations, give your daughter, say, it's all right, well, Becky and this is that. Nah, God counted as a sin because you're not supposed to mix the holy seed with the seed of men.
There we go. Let's go back to that article real quick and finish reading that.
According to the Pew Research. But census data shows this trend especially applies to black families. In 2020, just 41.3% of black kids were growing up in a two-parent household.
Or a two-parent home.
Two-parent home. Compared to 78.6% of white kids. Most black kids today can't remember a time when black marriage was the norm.
Wow.
That's right.
Only on a sitcom.
That was
the only time.
That
was the only time.
Cosby,
Family Matters.
Yeah.
That was
The
the
Rock.
That's why, yeah. The Rock.
They had
reality show.
They had to create
Fresh
a black
Prince.
family. So they had to create a black family cat.
Right, that was it. That's the only time they found it annoying. Real quick, let me give me Ecclesiastes 4 and 9 real quick. Because that bond of father and mother being in a household, that family structure being seen by our people is very, very important.
Bring it up.
Read that. Ecclesiastes 4 and 9.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right. That father and mother that agreed together, like it says in Sirach 25, there's a reward because you have those children being raised and seeing the role of a father, the role of a mother. Right. Come on.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Right. They see the ups and downs in the marriage. They see it. Father probably lost his job. Mom steps up. All right. Wait till the father get back on his feet to help support. She's not talking sideways to the father while he's down. That young daughter sees that and knows how to conduct herself. All right. Come on.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Woe to that single mother that said, I can do it by myself. Okay? Woe to him.
Hey, Cap, can I bring a script? Get Sirach 42, verse 9. Sirach 42, verse 9. Because a lot of time, even some of the women doesn't know the importance of a father in the home.
The man don't know the importance of being a father. We ain't talking about the sisters.
Yeah.
We talking about
even the man, because they don't understand. Because when the man is presence only, everybody feels.
You go.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody feels. Because I remember when you're growing up, when we were in wickedness, there was a woman that's in the house. If the father is there, no boy is going to the house.
No.
Because they know that father will bust him up.
Right.
With that.
Right.
With that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth. And the care for her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away.
That's the role of a father. Father. That's your role. You are a protector for that daughter, for she doesn't become a child. For she doesn't become one of them women on side piece.
Niggards.
Because your role is to groom her to be a wife.
Right.
Because now, she watching her mama, what do you think she do? The woman raised by herself with no father at the home.
Survival mode.
Yes. Guess what they're gonna do? She's gonna always a bad attitude that her mother have. She's gonna have it too. But the father is the one that correct all this nonsense.
That's right.
That's the role of a man, and a lot of men just abandon the role as a man. Yeah. You as a leader, that's your role as a protector. For you, to be a father, that's your role till you die.
Yep.
A lot of times you think father is just a simple job. No, your job is to groom this man, to see them grow, to be married and have a career. You're supposed to choose a career for your children. They're not supposed to choose it by themselves because you know the spirit of your child.
Right.
And then now, look at the men now. We left our roles. And then what we want to do,
the nation's destroyed. Right. Go back to that real quick. Let's finish it out. Most black kids. We're going to that next article we got. Go ahead.
But census data shows this trend especially applies to black families. In 2020, just 41% of black kids were growing up in a two-parent home, compared to 78.6% of white kids. Most black kids today can't remember a time when black marriage was the norm. Wow. And with the influence of the black church waning...
The black church is dying. It's gone. It's full of women in there. Go ahead.
There is little moral authority to reverse this trend, a phenomenon I call cultural genocide.
Yep. I'm glad that we read down to this point. It's called cultural genocide. And we are taking part in that. Now, we know that we wasn't the creators of this cultural genocide, so we're not going to negate that fact. But we are in a time where we do have the internet at our resources. We can read now. We can pick up books, and we can change the way. We can actually dive into the Bible to learn how to become a father and a husband to our women and our kids to change those things. But let's go to where this cultural genocide began. It began right now with social media and the effeminizing of the young black male. It started way before that. Now what has happened is that the technology has gotten better than it used to be. Let's pull up that book real quick by it's written about Margaret Sanger, the devil, Shedamite devil. Read that. What's it called?
The Negro Project.
Negro Project. So they wanted to perform experiments on Negroes to do what? To see if they can better us as a race? No. Read what's underneath that, up under the Negro Project. Scroll up, zoom in some on it.
Margaret Sanger's diabolical, duplicitous, dangerous, disastrous, and deadly plan for Black America.
Damn, he used every D word that he can use to describe the destruction of this woman. Yup, she's a devil. Diabolical, duplicitous, dangerous, disastrous, and deadly plan. So let's go into the book and see what it said.
Every D word.
Yeah, let's see that. Zoom in on it. You got to zoom in for us. No, you got to zoom in. Yeah, there you go.
You got that?
Boom. There we go. Let's read that paragraph we have.
We have detailed how Margaret Sanger, the mother of birth control movement, had a particular animus towards minorities. And at the top of her list were American black citizens.
American black people. Go ahead.
Her supporters claim that her Negro Project had only the noblest of intentions. And that she was merely trying to empower women.
There we go. That's what we call it, a feminist. This is what the white people do. They use words because they play on our ignorance as a people and our poverty and our oppression and use words that they know will incite something in us to get us moving, but it's actually to destroy us. And what he say, diabolical, duplicitous, dangerous, every way possible to destroy us as a people. That's why we got to have our spiritual eyes open and filter everything through the Bible so we can have that wisdom of God to see, is this for our benefit? Oh, no, it's not. Because God been told us never trust our enemies.
Right.
Yep. Nothing they do is for our benefit. Not even voting is for our benefit. They get in office, turn their back on you, and they use your damn support to destroy the entire world.
Right.
That's exactly what happens. Let's keep reading in that.
Especially poor black women, by giving them access to reliable information on birth control. But a closer examination of the facts revealed that such was hardly the case.
Go ahead and scroll down.
In the first place, Sanger considered all minorities inferior and unworthy of life.
That's why she set up the abortion clinics. Keep going.
And blacks held a particularly low rung on the ladder for no other reason than the color of their skin. What else can explain her alliance with the New Jersey Ku Klux Klan?
So, hey, we always point a finger at that white man. That white woman was in agreement with her devil-ass white man.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Now, looking at back at hindsight 2020, we might have thought some of them was man up under them hoods. It was some women up in there, too.
Yo, Cap, remember, they was making the hoods for them.
Yeah, there you go. What's that movie?
Django.
She made
My
the
wife
hood.
made that.
Yeah.
Don't ask me and mine for nothing.
Right. Keep reading.
Whose ladies auxiliary she addressed in 1926. Why would she have anything to do with avowed racists like Lothrop, Stordom, S., Adolphus, Knopf?
Go down to the second point. We ain't read none of them Jewish names.
Right.
Go ahead, read secondly.
Secondly, giving her hatred for organized religion, especially the Catholic Church, the fact that black Americans, just as they are today, were the most deeply religious people in the country, must have rankled her on a most visceral level. When she wrote her infamous letter to Clarence J. Gamble on December 10th, 1939, she was well aware that despite the inroads made by the birth control movement in the black churches, opposition to her message remained quite strong among black pastors and their congregations.
Now look where she went to destroy the black man. Look where she went. Let's see if she went to Congress. Let's look to the first place she went. Scroll up so we can see it. Go ahead, read that.
To Sanger, this simply would not do. Thus, the need as she saw it, to hire 3 or 4 colored ministers.
This is what she did. This is the plan. We're going to hire colored ministers to do what?
preferably with social service backgrounds and engaging personalities.
Ain't that what they got today? They could teach you some prosperity doctrine and make you feel good and give you money and sow a seed and the blessings come down from heaven. Next week we inviting Joe Biden into office. I thought church and state was separate. Well, not up under my rulership as a pastor, because voting matters. Go ahead.
To finally seal the deal and infiltrate these black churches with eugenic agenda.
With the eugenic agenda to destroy us as a race and to destroy black men in particular, because they the head of the household. So let's jump out and go to the next page that it got on that. It's another page on that. Yeah, let's zoom in on that right there. Sanger's views. No, at the bottom. The underlined part. Let's zoom in on the underlined part. There we go. Yep, let's read that.
Sanger's views on race and religion were a toxic mix, and that poison was to be doled out in heaping doses over the next several decades to one special group of people above all others. Black Americans.
Yep, go ahead.
By masking her intentions behind such benevolent-sounding euphemisms as women's health, family planning, and later on, a woman's right to choose.
Now, what does it become now? They have just morphed that saying and that quote into my body, my choice. And it's also morphed into what? Planned Parenthood. Benevolent-sounding euphemisms to destroy the black race. Get that in Exodus chapter 1. All these Edomites who are the devil the Bible speaks of, all they do is go into the Bible. They call on their sorcerers and their astrologers and their prognosticators and say, how can we implement this today to destroy the black man of the children of Israel? Exodus chapter 1, and let's read verse 10.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass, when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Now, let's see what their plan was to deal wisely with us, and let's see if it's the same thing they doing today. Jump over there to verse 16.
Verse 16. And he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
They don't want black fathers in the household. So they don't even wait until you grow up to throw you in prison. They trying to kill you as a child.
Cap, you see how they went just as they do today. They wait till the father leave the hospital room in order to pull the wife to the side and talk to her. You know you should get a C-section, right?
Get this epidural right here.
Get the epidural. Yeah. That's the same thing.
Yeah, we want to give your 3-hour-old baby 6 shots to go ahead and vaccinate her. Let's go ahead and do that. Get it out of the way while you're at the hospital. You won't have to come back in this godforsaken place. You've been here for 20 hours in labor. Just go ahead and give him 4 shots right now, and you come back and get the other 12 tomorrow.
I remember then they got autism. Those that escaped the wound.
Yeah,
they get him another.
Because I remember it distinctly when I was in the hospital. That doctor I wasn't even there. I was invisible.
When they talking,
he went straight to my wife. My wife went.
You need to talk to him.
Yeah, you need to talk to him. Crazy.
Let's go back to that book real quick.
No, I said they ain't like that thing.
Yeah. You're gonna drop a dime on you. Go ahead. Let's read that last part of that.
She was able to dupe a great many unsuspecting members of this group into beginning the long, slow, inexorable descent into what today is being called by many black Americans an extinction level event.
Now check this out. We just read the last page. Where does she go to start her plan?
The church.
The black church.
Right.
And they still doing it today. That's why black men, they don't go to church no more.
Cap, you know what I like what he brought out in that book? How he said through the process of time. It's like, they always like use the example of the frog in the boiling pot.
Yeah.
Slow turn it up. By the time you find out, you're done.
Yeah. Yep. By the time you catch it's too late. Let's scroll down on that in that page. Let's zoom out just a little bit and scroll down a little bit more on this. This is the Negro Project. You can get this on Amazon, man. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, let's pick right there. Read that, abortion.
Abortion is the leading cause of black death in America.
Of death in Black America.
Of death in Black America.
Yeah, it is. And like we don't contribute. We always focus on black crime, but they are killing young black babies more in what they call Planned Parenthood. Them euphemism, your body, your choice. They killing more black males through abortion than anything else combined. Keep reading.
Eclipsing all others by a substantial margin.
That's going to say, keep reading.
Abortion wipes out the lives of unborn black children to the tune of nearly 500,000 every year.
Just think of that. Listen to this, y'all. 500,000 a year. Because what it say? The children of Israel is like the sand of the sea. If we was letting 500,000 kids of ours live a year, 500,000 next year, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, 4. It's like that. You ain't gonna see nothing but black people around here.
Yep. And that's how you know that we're dealing with Satan's seed. Because remember, we are made after the image of God. So anything that you do to his children, you're doing to God himself.
Man, that's a hell of a number, man. 500,000 a year.
Scratch your head on that one, boy.
This place would have been took over.
That's why they know
it's built on blood, y'all.
Yes.
It is built on blood. Just look at those numbers.
Yeah. That's why we ain't got no fathers in the home. 500,000 of them, at least half of them be male, 250 of them died.
I did the numbers from, just 1966. Also, that's when she was alive. From 1966 to 2024, 500,000 times 28 is 29 million.
Goodness gracious. Read that. Finish that out right there.
Moreover, most of Planned Parenthood's abortion clinics are located in the black inner city.
And the thing about it is, you'll never know it's an abortion clinic because it's masked in different kind of names.
Trees.
You got trees on it.
Welcoming.
They got
flowers.
a very nice name. It's in pink and white. And they also label it as women's health clinic.
Yes.
That's actually an abortion place you don't know of, man.
Butterflies.
Got cappuccino machine up front.
Make you feel comfortable coming
you
there to kill a baby.
They got the cappuccino.
So just sit down right here. The doctor see you for your murder appointment in a minute.
Damn.
Man.
Amazing.
Let's go to that Willie Lynch book real quick. The Negro Marriage Unit. Go ahead. Let's zoom in on that some. It's a little dark. Go ahead.
The Negro Marriage Unit. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males from and keep them moving and working. Say the one nigger female bear a nigger female and the other bear a nigger male. Both nigger females being without the influence of the nigger image.
They be without the what?
The influence of the nigger image.
Without the influence of the black man, what happens?
Frozen with an independent psychology.
They can't think. They get freeze. They say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this young man. We hear that a lot of times. I don't know what to do when he's getting that age. I don't know what to do. There's no father in the house. That came from slavery. Go ahead.
Will raise their offspring into reverse positions. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself. Independent and negotiable.
Damn. Independent. You know what that negotiable is? Hey, if you side with us, we'll give you what you want.
Right.
That's the negotiable.
Right.
If you turn on your own man, we'll set you up as a C. You'll be the supervisor. You could be the manager. You can run this company here. You could be this. You could be that if you keep all the niggas in line.
In other words, you ain't going to have no backbone. You ain't going to stand up for nothing.
Yeah. You're going to do what we tell you to do. Go ahead.
I could get a script?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me get Mark chapter 3, verse 27. Because that book right here, I know a lot of our people that like to deny the book and say, nah, it's not real. But guess what? The effects of it is real.
Yep.
Read that. Mark 3, verse 27.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Damn.
That's what we just read about.
Cold-blooded precept right there.
That's what we just read about.
Sheesh. Read that again.
I like that. Make my teeth white.
Good. Go ahead. Read that again.
Verse 27. No man can enter in in a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Wow, that's what they've done to us as black people. Right. That's what they've done. We got to reverse that, man. That's a good precept. Let's go back to that and let's read that, finish it out real quick.
And the once you get there, the house, the spoiling of our house is the black family. The black family has been destroyed because the strong man, the strong spirit, the strong-minded man, the godly man,
the man like Abraham,
man like Abraham, been bound with what? Video games, bound with what? Whoremonger, prison, weed, being what them passport bros,
video games,
all of that stuff has bound us. Sometimes we're there. Sometimes men are in the house, but it's like he ain't there.
Nah, he gone.
He gone.
Yeah, he there.
Remember, they weaponize her in the house where to the point she cries out, lock him up.
Right.
I got scratches. Go into jail now.
They negotiated
that at will.
And you got young men who's not used to that strength in the house, and the father begins to step up. Then guess what? That young man, he wants to side with the mother. Kick him out.
Yep.
Right.
Go back to that real quick. Let's finish that out. We negotiate with her.
We negotiate with her, through her, by her, and negotiate her at will.
That's why when black men go into the hospital now, after their child is born, they don't even acknowledge the black man.
Right.
They look right past you and start negotiating with her.
Yeah.
Damn. They still do these same practices today, right? And lower the self-esteem of the black man, and he ain't nothing. Oh, let me just move out the way. She'll take care of it. That ain't how it's supposed to be. We supposed to command the household and lead it.
And the black man don't know no different. And but the black man thinks that's the norm.
Right.
Think that's how it's supposed to be. They see big mama, they see big auntie, they see whoever, woman leading the household. And you hear, I want to give my thanks to my mama. I want to thank.
You know who did that, man? And they pointed it out. It was the one Zion Williamson, the one basketball player. He was raised by his father and his mother, two-parent household.
Right.
That Negro got up on the NBA stage as the #1 draft pick and said, "I'd like to thank my mama."
Ain't no way.
Didn't even acknowledge his daddy, man.
That's crazy.
Sheesh. That's what you talking about. Let's finish that out, man. We got to move on. Go ahead.
The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong.
Read on.
In other words, body over mind. Now, in a few years, when these two offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle.
Teenage pregnancy. Go ahead.
That is good, sound, and long-range comprehensive planning.
So now let's go to that video of what these young black males of not having a father in the household, what they are experiencing internally, and somebody just asked them, how is it growing up without one? Make sure it's all the way back, man. Go ahead. Give me sound.
What do you think the biggest thing that guys struggle with is?
Fatherless child.
Fatherless, like not having a dad in their life. Like this, I'm being real.
Right, like
not having a father figure. No father figure. No father figure. And it's not even like no jokes, bro. My dad's in prison.
Yeah, somewhere in Florida. I don't know.
My dad's doing drugs. Like, bro. And my dad's in prison. Like father figures are like.
Overrated.
It's something about like there was one guy that did take care of his kid. He had kids. He didn't take care of his disciples. We live in these like shitty areas with no father figures, bro.
People like they have kids. People expect them to know, but they have a bell roll.
What do you?
Y'all heard it from young teenage black men. Now you see why they act out in the way they are, and they turn into drill music, and they around a bunch of hoodlums and gangs and stuff. They looking for some kind of leadership or somebody to guide them. So they go with the older dudes that are jacked up and into that life because they didn't have that. They struggle with it, and now they turn into a disruptive, oppressive regime of kids going around terrorizing the neighborhood. Get that in Sirach chapter 3. I want you to read verse 11.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 3 and verse 11. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father.
Read that again.
For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father.
Now you understand why these young kids grow up with low self-esteem, because without you in the household as a man, they have no honor among themselves. So they find it in violence. They find it in drugs. They find it in women. That's why they had games like, hey, man, how many girls you had sex with? I had this many. How many you done sex with? How many blunts you smoke? I can smoke this many. How many niggas you done robbed? That's because the father ain't there to give them something to look towards, to be glory in. That's why we gotta be in this household. The young kids is telling you what the problem is. What's the hardest thing for them to deal with is having no father in the household or even role models around them. The role models is the drug dealers and the drunks on the corner. They see that every day, and then they have low expectations and low self-esteem.
Right.
Now look at this. Play that next video. This is what it looks like, man. This is the reality of it. Play that.
Ended into chaos after teens are seen smiling, laughing, dancing, and cursing. These are the scenes in a Broward County courtroom which turned into a circus after teens were seen misbehaving in what was supposed to be a serious court case. This resulted in additional teenagers being taken into custody.
Hush your mouth. I said it.
The teens were accused of stealing cars and running from police. Courtroom.
You see what it says at the top? Real daddies needed ASAP. And why? Give me that in Isaiah chapter 51. Isaiah 51 and start at verse 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
Thy sons have fainted, meaning that they have lost their way. They ain't got no vision of who to aspire to be or what to be like or what to aim for. They have fainted. They just walking around zombies at this point, doing their worst to try to get seen or have notary. You don't think these kids didn't know that if they act a certain way in this courtroom, it'll make itself to social media? Yeah, they knew that. Them kids know that. They probably had phones. Somebody had phones in there recording to try to record them real quick.
Right.
Read that again, verse 20.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like, the fury of the Lord. But we can't keep, you got something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So jump up to verse 17 and 18, right? Because
you read my mind.
Right. Jump up to 17.
Verse 17. 18. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem.
That's the nation of Israel. That's the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury.
Uh-huh.
Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out.
Read on.
There is none to guide her among.
There
is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth.
So there's no men to guide the nation of Israel, right? Our men have fainted, like when you read verse 20. Have fainted. We out there doing all manner of evil. It says that the nation of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they ain't got no men to lead them. It's all mothers. It's not no fathers to lead the nation of Israel. Read.
Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up.
So all them kids that's being born in the nation is raised by mothers. They don't know how to be fathers. They don't know how to be men. They don't know how to be leaders. They don't know how to do none of those things. So what do? They end up following mama, doing what she tell you to do, and they become the same men, the ain't crap men that she say ain't in the community. And have more kids.
You see the decay of the state. How when we read how Esau plotted, it was Marvin was a singer, right? She used that system, and then you see the slow decay through the generations. Now you have those sons of Israel have not learned how to be proper men. But now you have a result of this. These kids that are fainted.
Look at this. Go to Psalm 78. Psalm 78 and 5. Why is it so important for the man to be in the household, to honor marriage? and stop sleeping around with a bunch of women that give it up to you because of whatever you may got. All right, you got to resist that as a man and get married. Psalm 78, start at verse 5 down to 8.
Psalms chapter 78 and verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known unto their children.
So when we read that, a lot of them, when we read that, train up a child in the way he should go, that's your job as a man.
Right.
You as a father, that's your job to train up that child in the way he should go. When you read in Deuteronomy 6 where it says, thou shalt talk about these when thou walkest by the way, when thou risest up and when thou liest down, that's your job as the man supposed to be doing that. Right. The mother is to reinforce what you saying by, because they're going to be the first teacher to reinforce what you putting in them as the father. It says our fathers were supposed to make this known unto the children. That's how important you are. Keep reading.
Verse 6, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
Because if they get it from you first as a father, they say, man, this is important. My father taught me this. I'm going to teach my son and my daughter this as well.
That's right.
Keep reading.
That they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments.
Now you see why these kids is like a wild bull in the net. It's because the fathers ain't there to teach them the commandments of God. They are learning, growing up off of living by their emotions and not by the discipline of the commandments of God. And it's destroying us as a nation because the man is not in the house. Now, here's the point of teaching them these laws. Verse 8.
Right.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
A man is supposed to teach his child not to be a what?
Rebellious,
a
stubborn and rebellious generation.
That's how important it is. If that father's not in the household to teach the laws of God, to establish discipline, to command it as Abraham did, is what it says in the scripture, to teach the law, it is 1,000% them kids is going to grow up and be a stubborn and rebellious generation. Now, some of them slip through. That's why I like how God words this. Some of them slip through the crack and become success stories like we read about the senator from wherever he was, right? He grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood in the 60s, and he made it out of a divorced family, all of that. God said, I ain't talking about just one person. 1-2 people might persevere and slip through the cracks, but this is going to happen to a generation of children if the fathers ain't in the house teaching them the laws of God. The kids are going to become stubborn and they're going to become rebellious because there's only so much a mama's whooping can do.
Right.
They need that power from the father to put some fear in them. Go ahead.
So in other words, the weight of the world or the outcome of
the weight of the nation.
The weight of the nation.
There you go.
You know the word. Okay, I got a word.
Yeah, you got Christian.
No. He just heard that class.
The weight of the nation on the father's instruction.
There you go.
Yep. I can give you a scripture on that. Give me Isaiah 32.
About to clip you and make you a short.
Yeah. That brother said.
Isaiah 32.
Verse 2. This is the role of a father. And a lot of your absence in the home. And there's going to be a real consequences.
Bring it up.
Read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 2. A man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
From what?
From the wind.
A man shall be the hiding place from the destruction. Because look at even today, look at the destruction that against our youth. Right? Yeah. You're the one that the man that sees it supposed to cut it off. Hey, don't get involved in this. Yeah. He's the one that set the tone to guide the family. Yeah. A man shall be the hiding place. If there was a man in the house, a lot of these kids would not join the gang.
Exactly right.
Right.
There you go.
Because they join the gang because they don't have a family structure. They go in there. That's what they call the gang. That's my family.
Yeah.
Because they don't have one at home.
Good point.
Women cannot give that to them. Only a man can guide a man. Because when the man started hit puberty,
it's over.
It's over.
When the muscles start forming, it's over.
Hey,
that belly ain't gonna work no more.
I only know a father that'll go if a son decide to have the thought to reach to join a gang. That father pop up wherever he's hanging out.
Yeah.
He'll pop up.
Yeah.
Machete and all, ready to go. Hey, that's in the house right there.
That's our video.
I remember when I was growing up, I was never scared of my mom.
Oh, no.
I was scared of my dad.
Yeah, I saw a video. Little boy wanted to go to school, throwing up little gang signs or whatever, or it was on internet or something.
Facebook. I see.
Yeah, he pushed live. He said, "Hey, tell them you ain't in no game.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You in the game?
Throw up them signs if you hit
Say, no sir. Bah. Yeah, this is the one that y'all thought was a thug. Bah. He ain't no thug. He ain't no. He got a 2-story household. He got a mama and a daddy. He ain't none of that. What he man?
That's
that dude,
a man being a covering from the wind.
He became a little boy again.
Let's go to that next video because we ain't got excuse because we've got access to become better fathers now. We got money and all of those things, right? But a lot of us choose to stay in that lower state that we was in slavery mentally and perpetuate the Willie Lynch letter and the Margaret Sanger Negro Project. We doing that on our own. And the proof was shown with Cam Newton that just went viral.
Right.
Pull it up and let's look at this mindset of a multi-millionaire NFL MVP.
Leader of a team, too.
Let's play the video.
Amazing.
I understand. A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and this for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
See, let's pause it real quick. She's a therapist, okay? He invited her on the show, Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, and she's going to quickly assess the situation that he's talking about. He says, people think I'm low functioning. Okay, so she's going to break him down. Go ahead.
Your life entirely or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect.
Pause
Let's
it.
stay here.
Now you see that my life, that's deflection because he knows it's about to get real. She caught it quick because she's trained to do that. That's what we do as black men. A lot of times we get put on the hot seat. We start deflecting,
acting like a damn child.
Start acting like a child. Damn. Go ahead, let that play.
Life entirely or your life in relationships?
Both really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3.
Stop.
Boom.
Man, you already done lost. You already done lost.
Now see that what the problem is how money doesn't help us as a people because his mentality ain't changed. Nope. He thinks because he has a lot of money, I can take care of all these kids, right? And we forget that the being a father is meant to be a part of a family, not to be over here and over there and over here. Watch, she's gonna say it. Go ahead.
And this is the kicker. I want more.
Oh God.
Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about your wife.
I just want God to bring them.
There you go.
What's wrong with Christians, man?
That's what
the hell is wrong with this dude?
Yeah. That's the problem.
That's the Christian face.
It is. Give me that in Romans 3:18.
Amazing.
To be a fornicator, unmarried, multiple kids, just because you got money does not make you a father.
Right.
It does not make you a family either. And for you to call on God in situations like that when you know you're doing wrong, Romans 3:18. This is what God says.
The book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 18. There is no fear of God before their eyes.
No matter, don't be fooled by them calling on God in their evil situations. There's no fear of God before them. Because if you ask them, is God okay marriage outside of sex outside of marriage? Does God okay kids over here and over there? Does he want us to be together? Oh, of course he wants us to be together. No, and you're supposed to be married. And that's what God wants for us. So why do you do it? Oh, you know how it is.
You know the same thing when you said, do you have to keep the commandments? No. Can I kill? No. They the same thing, same Christian, stupid Christian response.
No fear of God.
He knew it was about to get real because he started off vague.
Yeah. Let's go back to it.
And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So,
made some damn sense.
as you
right
would
there.
say it,
You know why? You know why?
I didn't say it. I will agree.
Pause it. You know why his fear is that? Is because he doesn't have the Bible to guide him in the way of choosing a woman that he would stay with, where you prove a friend first. So what is he now? He lives in the thought of, if I get married, they're gonna take my money. Yeah. Why? Because I'm a whoremonger and I want to sleep around with a bunch of women and have multiple kids.
Right.
So I'd rather sin against God than have my money taken.
Right.
No way.
So basically, he's that buck.
Damn, there you go.
Right back again.
He's the one that we read about that was physically strong and mentally weak.
There you go. That's him right there.
Destroying households.
Because to lead a household, it takes some mental strength.
Yeah.
It takes some mental strength to navigate and use the Bible to correct and to instruct, to inspire, to do all the things that the Lord says you should do. Hell, you can't be out there on the street teaching unless your house is in order. And that takes a lot.
Damn.
He probably got the example with his 3 baby mamas on what he attracts. They probably the damn devil the Bible speaks of. So he's afraid to get married because look who he had kids with.
So he doesn't have enough mental fortitude to submit his house to him.
Nope. Get a submission. Yep.
Go ahead, let's play that.
I'm just taking my time.
Oh, he thought he made a point.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies because I can't wait to be a mom and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child should not have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
Damn. Cut it. It's what? Hold on. Let it. What's she say? Finish it out. Let it play.
Man.
Healthy.
Pause.
And
oh, wait a minute. She got some more.
It's a huge dysfunction within our Black community
That's
I
the point right
truly believe personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men will stop.
Stop it. Cut it right there. Black man, we can't blame God.
It's your day.
It's your day. We can't blame God for the dysfunctional families we got. We are actively, selectively, like she said, choosing to make these broken homes and put some over here and over here. All the while these kids are suffering. What happens? They grow up and they're gonna repeat the same thing.
Same process.
Cycle continues.
Destroying more homes.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
I could get a script?
Go ahead, man.
Hey, let me get Ecclesiastes.
She cut him.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9. She made some heavy point, man. And that's the kind of talk we like to hear from our sisters.
Right.
Read
Put
that.
on some damn clothes, though.
Yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 9. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of thy life of thy vanity.
Now, the reason I read that is because King Solomon wrote this. And people like to say that, oh, King Solomon had many wives. Well, guess what? King Solomon wrote a book to his son saying, listen, don't follow the same thing I followed.
Right.
Because if you do, you're gonna miss a lot of stuff. He had a lot of wife, a lot of kids, but guess what? None of them he wasn't able to be a good father to none of them. Right. So he had to write the books.
Read that again.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
Did it say wives or did it say wife?
Wife.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
And let's back it up. New Testament, 1 Corinthians chapter 7.
Bring it down.
And let's read verse 2.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
To avoid sleeping around and making broken homes. Broken families, destroying your community, your nation of people, functioning at a low level, like she said. Read.
Let every man have his own wife. And let every woman have her own husband.
So that means you got to take some self-recollection. That means you can't be a believer in Christ and have multiple baby mamas all over the place and say, yeah, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. And to be actively fornicating, impregnating women, and destroying home, making babies over here, you cannot do that, because even in the scriptures, God chose one nation. Christ came for one nation. He wasn't spreading his love around to all these different people.
That's right.
No, he said, even like while you here upon the earth, you got to have one wife and stop creating broken homes, because as she said, that is a low level functioning of life. You can't control your members of your body, which the Bible says that in Colossians chapter 3. Colossians 3 verse 5. Let's read that.
I wonder what's his response after this.
Like, I don't even want to know.
I mean, he already
she
said
gave me a Gillette razors sliding across the skin.
He already said, Cap, he was operating in a function of fear throughout his whole life when it comes to his relationship.
Read that.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
There you go. You got to mortify your members. And if you cannot mortify your members as a man, you are operating at a low functioning level. You can't control your body. You get the urge, I got to act on it. That means your flesh controls you, and you can call yourself a grown man. I'm grown, all of that. Well, stop doing what you do. Oh, man, wait a minute, man. You tell me, give up all these women? Get married and not have all these kids with however many other women because I want more kids? That's low-level function.
You know the stupidest thing that he said? For a marriage, you can get a prenup, right? So you can protect your assets to a certain degree. Right. Ain't no prenup against children.
No.
Child support is coming.
That's coming. There you go.
So if they want, you got 3 kids with one, 3 kids with another one, and 2 with another one. If they put all 8 of those kids getting child support from, you're going to lose more than what you think you're going to lose.
What you're afraid of.
That you're afraid of, because there's law to protect yourself from losing assets if you were wealthy or rich before you get into a marriage. You put it in a prenup. When you start having children, you're done for 18 years.
So he's telling you what the real fear is. He's feared to get in that, just focusing on that one woman, because he knows he has that whoremonger spirit.
That's it.
He's going to get caught in adultery.
That's it.
Now that prenup is null and void.
Thank you. The Lord described that low functioning mentality.
Go ahead.
Go to 2 Timothy chapter 3 and let's read verse 1 and 2. In other words, when you're functioning in that low, what they say?
Capacity.
In that low capacity, this is what God says it is. Read.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud,
Read
blasphemers.
verse 1. I wanted verse 1.
Verse 1.
And 2.
Verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Perilous time goes into dangerous times, the end of the world. Read.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Like she said, Cam is selfish. Read.
Covetous.
Covetous, where you just care about your everything that you want to do. So it's like F them children. F everybody. I just want to get mine. And this is what God says. That's a dangerous mentality that you have when you can't control your desires and you can't control your emotions.
So let's go to that next video with none other than the guy that had 6 or 7 kids in about a year. Y'all know him. Y'all favorite comedian. Nickelodeon. Go ahead. Let's pull it up.
Nickelodeon.
That allows you to
I'm
stay
comfortable with my abandonment.
because you are in your dysfunctional norm that you become comfortable
But
with.
it's work. It's become a superpower.
But you've learned to survive in it. You're not
Yeah.
thriving in that. There's not a that's not thriving. You're surviving.
Listen to the stupid thoughts that we have, man. That's why Christ said these is kids in a marketplace. It's a superpower.
I was just about to say.
I'm comfortable in my abandonment. It's a super. You know that that super that black
Handicap man.
Handicap man.
Yeah,
that's what his super.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with my dysfunction.
Go ahead.
Let somebody find that.
In that.
Okay.
And so anytime you are surviving and not thriving, there is no cape. There is no superpower. There's no superpower in a lack of mental health. And there's no superpower.
But it's worked for me. Like you said, I mean, you
know why it worked
read
for you?
me well.
You know why it worked for you?
Why?
You know why it worked for you? I'm gonna go there, and it's probably gonna be okay.
Go ahead.
And this is with
we
let me
wanted to
say
set the
this.
first. We got 2 minutes left in our first session.
With all due respect, seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this. The reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there. Who will allow you to do that, Nick? And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do. You're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree.
Yes.
This is why I disagree. I mean, one, because
why you gonna make sure, but you gotta go in protection mode too.
But even what I'm saying, because you could say from all the high value women that I've
but I
ever
didn't say high
experienced.
value.
But okay, I'm giving compliments. But I'm just saying,
I'm like, wait a minute.
for the people who
There's a
are
difference.
even of them being, because
Nick,
first of all,
low functioning women will allow you to function low with them. Nick, you could not function that low.
So this is
Nick,
everyone's low functioning at some point in their
You
life.
could not function low with a woman of my functioning, not
See,
because
now
I'm
you challenging
superior.
me.
Not because I'm superior. Listen to me say this really quick. Not because I'm superior to any other woman, but because I do have leverage. I've been in my field for 17 years, so we get that. But I've done the work, meaning you won't have an opportunity to get hostile with me. And you may want to flee, but fleeing would not get you a payoff with me. Wait a minute.
That's what happens. Black men are fleeing. Damn. They are not staying. They are fleeing commitment. Why? Because we are not using the scriptures of God to prove the women first.
That's
right. We are operating by the flesh as a nation of people where we are having sex a weekend, 2 weeks in, a day in, or whatever. But when it's time to get serious and settle down, what are we doing? We are fleeing and leaving kids in the places where we left at.
Right. That's why they go buy the milk, Cap.
That's why they go buy the milk.
Let me get a script.
Yeah.
Go to 2 Timothy 3 and 6 real quick, because she mentioned something. That type of stuff would not work on a woman that actually had laws, had morals, right? It wouldn't work. The women that he would prey upon or aim for would be women that would be okay with him, okay with that dysfunction. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women.
Silly women. Read.
Laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
Get impregnate. Why? Now, next thing, they okay with him becoming a baby mama, making them a baby mama. Right. So they understand that, yes, what she said is right. And these women, they have, remember we said that earlier in the show, they have access to sex while men have access to marriage.
Yep. And when he says, I've dealt with a bunch of high level women, he's talking about beauty.
That's it.
There you go.
That is it.
Oh, on point.
He's not talking about the brain that's in there.
Nah.
They're low functioning, but they're just beautiful. Airheads, as they used to call
That's it. Light women is what the Bible calls it.
Light women.
Now, all of this is we was in the books first of Willie Lynch and the Margaret Sanger. One lady that Bishop Nathaniel likes a lot to bring out in his marriage classes is a Judge Toller.
Yeah.
Judge Ann Toller.
Lynn Toller
is her name. Now look at this. This is a reality show. It's called Marriage Boot Camp, but she is giving it to him. She's spot on with the way that people like Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, and other people think about just putting kids everywhere, not being married, and not being a father that's in a stable household. Just here sometimes, daddy coming over here, daddy coming over here. Let's see what she said about that. Let's pull up that video. Judge Lynn Toller.
We didn't bring chicks in from the outside, and we switched partners.
What's going on with the video? Run it back.
We didn't bring chicks in from the outside, and we switched partners, and you guys cracked. All of you. Your body language just changed when you switched partners. You were no longer friends. It was all tension. You running around like that all day long in the outside world. No wonder things aren't working out. I put my first brother in jail in 1994. He didn't mind going to jail. He would say, Judge, why are you bothering me? I can go to jail. Just go ahead and do it. I don't want to deal with your probation conditions and your anger management. And I'm not going to talk to the guy that I hit and resolve it so I can not go to jail. I'll just do the year. We used to pick cotton. Now we are the cotton.
Damn.
We are the product in the system, in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions.
Pause it. That's what that's Nick Cannon. Yep. That's Cam Newton. Can't handle the emotions of being with one woman, doing the work that the in the Bible, sit them down, teach the household, run the household, command the household, so they flee. They don't want to stay here. They get into, I'm not looking for nothing serious right now. And the woman, okay, all right. She taking her chances and hoping that you turn around and be like, man, I think I want to stay with you. And it's not working out like that. She got kids over here, kids over there. She got kids by this man. She got kids by you too.
Ain't no way, boy.
It's because of what she just said. Run it back a few seconds. Yep, that's good.
The system in the paid prisons that they make money off of. And they count on you guys not being able to handle your emotions. So you go. Not over millions of dollars, not over the health and welfare of your wife and children. Some words. Every brother I sent to prison didn't know what the fight was about.
Listen to this.
All he knew is how he felt about it. I am my ego. I can't take that. I can't be disrespected. I need you to sit whatever nonsense happened today down, because it matters to me what happens to my people.
In today's climate, if you can't control your actions as a black male, you might not make it to tomorrow.
It just matters. And I want it to matter to you. You got more followers than I ever will have. People know what you do, they know what you say, they know what you teach. What you gonna do?
Damn, heavy right there, man. Heavy right there. We got to change our mind as a people. Now, go to the next video to show that stuff of a man not being in the household and not caring about his people and fleeing whenever things get hard. It don't only affect the young boys. It affects the women as well. Now you see where we are as a state of people where the men are destroyed and the women are destroyed. Play that next video.
If you look at it, a lot of women who pick the wrong man don't have their fathers.
And I feel like it's because the fathers teach their daughter, because whether a woman sees
Turn 'em
her
up.
daddy, she still got that love. Like you said, women are naturally loving. They gonna love their daddy no matter. Absent father can get back to his daughter life before he gonna get back to his sons. That's just the truth. So that being said, I feel like this abstinence of fathers, like you said earlier, like we always say, this abstinence of fathers is teaching these daughters that's love. That a man supposed to do whatever he wants to, have sex with you, leave, and don't help raise the child. Believe it or not, they know that that's wrong, but in their subconsciousness, they take a note and they telling themselves this is the type of man you need to take. If you look
now, look at that. Go to that in Sirach. Go to that in Sirach where it talks about, I think it's Sirach 26 or maybe 7. I think it's 20. It's chapter 7. Yep, Sirach chapter 7, read verse 25. Look at this. This is how important it is for the man to be in the household, for us to stay there. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus.
No, Sirach.
Excuse me. The book of Sirach.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The book of Sirach. Chapter,
you know what I meant. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding.
It's supposed to be in that household so you can choose the husband for your daughter. So she is not by herself in making those decisions, because she's going to continually make bad decisions. It's going to be based off of emotions, her feelings. That's why you need to be in the household, because it affects the sons and it affects the daughters. Now look at this sister that was raised by her father, and look what she says. Pull it up.
My dad raised me to understand that men play chess and women play checkers, so that they have a completely different line of thinking than women do. I didn't really used to understand what he was talking about, but as I got older, I did, and especially the last couple of years, I see in real time every day men creating circumstances for things that women don't see, whether it be positive or negative. And men are meant to do that, he said, because they are the leaders in the home. So they're supposed to create the circumstances for their family's success. And they do that by chess. And it happens completely unbeknownst to women because we just don't think in that way. And that's a good thing. They have a very a strong ability to compartmentalize, and so that they can keep going in difficult situations and hardships that chisel them rather than cripple women, right?
Give me that in Sirach chapter 11 and go to verse 29. She understood that don't get played by a man. That's what her father taught her. For what reason? The Bible says that. Sirach chapter 11 and read verse 29. Yep, let's just read 29 for the sake of time.
Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 29. Bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man hath many trains.
What she say? He got many different ways and many different angles. He's always thinking of something. He is setting you up to go to places where you ain't even thinking about. You only know that if a father is in the household and able to teach a daughter about those things, what to watch out for, what to look for, how to choose a man to bring home to him so he can examine him, or he looks out for him and say, nah, this is the one I want you to be with right there. If the father ain't in the household, it's going to be mistake after mistake after mistake, which will ultimately end up in what? Like Cam Newton, 8 kids, 3 different women in all different places.
And want to have more.
And want to have more, want to destroy more. A father is needed in the household to speak life into a son as well as a daughter, like his next video says. Pull up that next video.
I said it before, I'll say it again. The world don't give a shit about you or me.
Man, this is heavy.
We are not afforded the luxury of being average. Gotta work 10 times as hard just to get anywhere. I don't push you because I want to. I push you because I have to. Do you hear what I'm
That's heavy, man. Damn. Run it back. Let's play that one more time. Damn. This is why you need it in the house, fathers. Damn. Black man. Damn. Play it again, man.
And that's some good acting, man. That's
it is. I don't even know what show it is, but damn, it's good.
Go ahead. Again, the world don't give a shit about you or me. We are not afforded the luxury of being average. Gotta work 10 times as hard just to get anywhere. I don't push you because I want to. I push you because I have to. Do you hear what I'm...
Go to Tobit, man. That's why fathers need in the household. Because we under these curses, so we got an uphill battle. No matter how we face it, it's an uphill battle. We subject to payments. God makes sure that we're going to feel that here in our captivity. Tobit chapter 4, right. And I want you to read verse 5 on down. Look how Tobit gave life advice to his son. Go ahead.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 5. My son, be mindful of the Lord our God all thy days.
So the first thing he did was establish him that you're supposed to follow after God and keep his laws all the days of your life. The same way King David did with Solomon. And that's what he's following, Psalm 78, where he said, I'm going to make these things known unto the children so he can make them known to his. Keep reading.
And let not thy will be set to sin or to transgress his commandment. Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of the unrighteous. For if thou deal truly, thy doing shall prosperously succeed to thee, and to all them that live justly. Give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thine eye be envious. Neither turn thy face from any poor.
So he's telling them, help your people, son. Make sure you follow God and help your people. Go ahead.
And the face of God shall not be turned away from thee. If thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou hast but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little. For thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity. Because that alms do deliver from death, and suffer not to come into darkness. For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
He's telling them how to be mature when he grows up. How to control your lust when you become an age of a man. Beware of all whoredom, my son. Our young black kids ain't hearing that. They hearing from the uncles, the brothers in the barbershop, the drug dealers on the street. Right. Let's go get these hoes.
From Newton, from Nick Cannon, stars.
There you go. Yep. From celebrities, rappers, all of that. They not being told, beware of all whoredom. That got to come from the Father. Go ahead.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife.
Don't bring no damn Chinese here. Don't want no white folk. I don't want no damn East Indians. Stick to your people, son. Jump down to verse 13 now.
Verse 13. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people.
Don't hate your people. Love your people. Stand up for your people. Fight for your people if you see them being done wrong. Jump down to verse 21 for the sake of time.
Verse 21. And fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth. If thou fear God and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight.
Yeah. So don't be worried about the riches of this world.
Right.
Do what you have to. Be successful in what, but don't put that over God, because we already rich. Right. That's what a father's supposed to tell a son. And for what reason? Why was Tobit telling him that? Go to Sirach chapter 30, and I want you to read verse 6. Look what Tobit is doing to his son, which we are supposed to follow after our forefathers in this same way. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 6.
What is he doing?
He left behind him an avenger.
A what?
An avenger.
He left behind him an avenger. He's setting him up to follow his steps to be a great man in the eyes of God, to stand up for his people. An avenger. Read on.
Against his enemies. And one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
That's why it's so important that we're in the household, that we can keep raising up avengers. Go to that last video and look how, now he's doing it in a Greek Antiochian phase, but it's just him being in his son's life from a youth and being with him, right? Go ahead. Let's play that video. Look at it with spiritual eyes.
To make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm. I used up all of my tricks. I hope that you like
What kind of confidence you think that's instilling in that young boy to be with his daddy?
to hide your face. And
Now we need to flip that and be in a spiritual aspect of his truth. You got something, Cap?
Yeah, let me put this
You can cut it.
article real quick. Go pull this article up. I'm gonna post it right now on the lineup. Okay, and it talks about how the benefits of a child playing with their father. Real quick, line
If you
up.
got it, pull it up. If not, I got some more scripts for you.
Yeah, pull that up. Here you go. Read that right there, and this one right here.
Read that verse.
There you go.
Verse 3 real quick about us being in the house, what it does. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 3.
Let me know when you got that up. Go ahead.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
That's what we doing. When you in the household, you grieve the enemy like who? Margaret Sanger, Willie Lynch, and all those that followed after them that want to destroy the black race, especially the black man. You grieve him when you in the household teaching your son. Read it.
And before his friends, he shall rejoice of him.
You're going to rejoice because he's going to turn out to be an avenger for his people. Look what my son, he carried on in my steps, loved his people, married a wife of his own nation, and he's out there casting down imaginations with the word of God. Pull it up, what Cap got.
Read that.
Science Daily. How dads bond with toddlers. Brain scans links oxytocin to parental nurturing.
Okay, read that that Target article right there. There we go.
More recently, however, it became clear that men can also undergo hormonal changes when they become fathers, including increases in oxytocin.
Come on.
Evidence shows that if fathers, oxytocin facilitates physical stimulation of infants during play, as well as the ability to synchronize their emotion with their children.
So they begin the child begin to adopt exactly what the father is mimicking. What you just saw, that little video right there. And so it's a benefit, a health benefit for that toddler, that child, to be with the father. It goes into that too in that article when you get a chance. It lets you know that the benefits, more children benefit playing with their father than with their mother.
Good stuff right there, man. Pull up that other video that we got right here. Now, this is why it's so bad that we got to pull these ungodly things to show us example. We just got to use spiritual eyes with it. Pull up that one about Tiger.
I love looking at this video because this is something we talk about a lot in relationship and marriage. This is Tiger's son, and you see the mannerisms that he's picking up from his father. Yes, some of his strokes are the same, probably because he actually taught him, but some of these other things that you see, his walk, his stride, rubbing his nose, are things that he picked up from observing his father over time and being with him. And the same thing happens in relationships. Your children are watching you in your marriage every day. How do you speak to one another? Are you respectful, disrespectful? Are you nice? Are you critical? What are you teaching your children about marriage?
Heavy.
And he's doing it unconsciously too. It's not like, oh, I want to see. Have you ever seen your son or your daughter? We're talking about your sons now. Have you ever seen you doing something to your son peek over? Hey, as a matter of fact, I didn't say it. I'm going to say it now. Me and my son went to work out yesterday, right? And as we was walking back from the gym, I'm looking out of my peripheral. I can see him looking at me trying to match my steps.
All praises.
As we was walking.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. Give me that in Proverbs 23 and 26 real quick. Look at what God says about us fathers. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 26. My son, give me thine heart and let thine eyes observe my ways.
Do what?
Let thine eyes observe my ways.
Now, in order for that to happen and for it to take effect, to see what how it would affect Tiger and his, like it did with his son and that other boy, the mannerisms like Cap was speaking about, you have to be in that house with him to observe your ways, where it becomes second nature to him, and he does it unconsciously. Jump up to verse 19.
Verse 19. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way.
You're going to be talking to him. He's going to be observing your ways. You're going to be talking to him, putting wisdom in him. Read on.
Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drownings shall clothe a man with rags.
Keep reading.
Hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not the mother when she is old.
Thy mother when she is old. That's what the father's supposed to be telling us, like we read with Toby. We got one more video here. Let's pull that up.
Play that last video. What Captain Severus was talking about with the oxytocin and playing with your children, right? Or just being around them, period, as father. Play that.
Dads and children prefer to play with each other. Now, I'm a mum, and I know if one of my children falls over, they rush to me. But I also know that compared to my husband, I'm a deeply boring human being. And therefore, my children prefer to play with my husband. And there is a reason for this. Children and dads get a peak in oxytocin from playing with each other. We can see it in the brain on the scanner screen. They get a peak in oxytocin from being nurtured by their mums. So mums are really good at playing, we certainly are, but we don't get that neurochemical peak, and neither does our kid. So it has evolved that fathers and children gravitate towards each other to play with each other. Dads and children.
That's heavy right there, man. All right. So, hey, man, that's been our time here on Four Corners News. All praise to the Most High, man. Lord's will, life last. We'll be back same time, same place.
That's right.
Week. All right. Captain Severus.
All right, Israel, it's that time again to put your money where your mouth is and support this truth. All right, don't forget to send your donations into iuic.miami@israelunite.org. All right. Also, don't forget to support the Booster Club. Also, don't forget to visit Original Royalty.
Right. All praise to the Most High, man. All right, so stay tuned, man. Right after this, Cap Shim gonna be up. And with that, I say shalom.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.